Okay, so you did the Air Force right out of high school?
Actually, I did a little bit of college, and I was like, this is taking forever. My ADHD was kicking in. I'm like, this is going to take forever.
Right.
Like, why can't I have a job and go to school and all this? So, and my parents, they paid for everything. Like, I had my own little townhome, and I was just trying to pay them $300 in rent, and I couldn't do it. I was like, I need to grow up. I'm tired of depending on my family. So, off I went.
But you didn't care that this entailed you going off and potentially fighting in a war? You didn't think that that was going to happen?
Well, I mean, to me, it was not really that big of a chance. I was in medical, so.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, when you're young, you're willing to do anything.
Right.
You know.
And how was this experience?
I think it was great. I think anybody that's out there, they should at least join up and then experience it. Because you kind of like, it makes you grow up a lot quicker. You know, you leave your family and they put you in positions that normally would take you years and years, you know, in the civilian world that you can really do in the military. So I think it's great experience.
I've listened to podcasts with people talking about joining the Navy SEALs and shit. It sounds like actual torture.
Yeah, I know. I think we have a little, anybody that joins the military, I feel like we're all a little messed up in the head. We kind of like, we live on the edge a little bit.
Because you have to basically assume that at some point while you're doing this, that you're going to have to, I don't know, just
and you know your good looks ain't going to work.
Right. Was that made clear to you early on? Like, hey, you're hot, but like, we don't care. We're gonna treat you like shit.
I always had female supervisors, so it didn't matter for me. Like, if anything, I feel like it made it harder. But yeah, I had a good time in the military. Definitely had its ups and downs. Definitely, like anything, but I don't regret it.
Right. Do you encounter a lot of like sexism, misogyny, and shit? Or how did you feel that you were treated? It's got to be such a primal environment.
I mean, it was tough because I was always bending rules. Like, if you even look back on my Instagram while I was in, that's kind of how I got known. Was I was a bodybuilder. So imagine somebody that's your supervisor or whatever, but I'm able to post pictures in bikinis. You know, I'm not doing it. We didn't have OF or anything back then in the day.
Because what year were we talking?
I'm sorry.
What year were we talking that you got in there?
I think it was like 2009. Yeah, 2009. Yeah, but it was like 2016, like I want to say like 15.
That's
like
when you started posting that?
I was big on social media for the military. Nobody in the military had a big following like me. I was like one of the OG girls. You remember when the side-by-sides were really popular, like on duty, off duty, and you'd see like a chicken uniform.
Okay, you were that girl?
Yeah, I was that girl.
Really?
But I was like one of the bigger, yeah. And I could wear a bikini. Like, I look back now and I'm like, oh my God, this looks like OF material.
Right.
But I didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? I was just bodybuilding. But yeah, and I even did it for the Air Force. But I definitely I got, in trouble for obviously always showing a lot of skin, but I couldn't get in too much trouble because it was what I did.
How long were you a bodybuilder for?
Oh my God. Too long.
Really?
It was hard on the old knees.
You got super into it.
Listen, it was to the point it wasn't healthy.
You did steroids?
No. I'm naturally this is just all natural. People don't believe it, but
your ass is all natural?
Yes.
Are you fucking serious?
No, I'm serious. You can
Holy
look back
shit.
at and nobody believes it, especially because I'm in Miami. I'm like,
I had no idea. I thought, because I saw people talking about you versus Black China and calling it the battle of the BBLs.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
I mean, you can definitely tell by the legs. Like, if you look at our legs, you can tell when you see the girls with the skinny legs.
No, my internal BBL radar went off opposite direction when I saw you out there, because and it's very nice, trust me. But my brain kind of did that computation of no, that's not sitting like a BBL. I know how a BBL looks.
Yeah,
even when it's aged, even because it kind of looks a lot less distinct over time.
I see
a lot
them
of
all
times
in Miami, left and right.
Right, definitely.
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. Appreciate y'all.